In this video, we're going to be drawing a solid model of a part that looks like a mantle clock, and as you can see, it has a base with a notch cut out of it and a piece that's mounted on top of that is arched on top and has a hole through it and is filleted at the bottom. So let's go into SolidWorks and see how we can create this part. Again, this is going to be a part drawing, so we're going to go to Part, New, OK, and then we're going to format the drawing by going up here to the Systems options and select ANSI, and then go to Units and make sure it's IPS for this drawing and 2 decimal places. And then we're going to draw this one just like we did the first two by using the top plane and starting with a central or center rectangle. So sketch, sketch, highlight the top plane, go to center rectangle and to the origin. Now this drawing is going to be 9 by 5, the base of it. So I'll smart dimension this to 9, smart dimension this to 5, and that completes my sketch. So I'll green check and exit the sketch. Then I'll go to Features and Extrude Boss Base, and this is going to have a thickness of 2, so I'll put 2 in my dimension right there, green check again, and now I have the base. Now I want to cut that notch out of it, and the easiest way to do that is I'm going to turn it so I can see the drawing from the top, move it up slightly, and now I'm going to go to Sketch, Sketch, select this surface, and I'm going to go to Center Rectangle again, and as I go along this edge you'll see that it lights up when I get in line with the center, and I'll pull a rectangle out like that, and I'll smart dimension this one 5, and this will be 2, and that will give me 1 inch cutting into the object. And then that completes that sketch. Green check, exit the sketch, and now I'm going to go to Control 7 and look at it in isometric. I do this a lot of times so I can see what's going to happen when I make the cut. I go to Features, I go to Extruded Cut, and I can see it's going to go down. I'm going to go all the way through the part, so through all, and then green check, and it cuts the piece out for me. Now I want to draw this rectangle on top of this base, and so again I'm going to swing it around and look at it from the top view. Go to Sketch, Sketch, click on this surface, click on Offset Entities, change my dimension to 1, click on this line, bring it in, press Enter, click on this line, bring it in, and then I want to press Enter again. I'm going to change this to 2, and I'm going to click on my left line, bring it in this direction, press Enter, then click on this line, bring it in this way. What I want to do now is trim the lines that I don't need. So similar to AutoCAD, I have a trim command, Trim Entities. So I'm going to click on Trim Entities, and I'm going to select this last one down here in the list, and that will let me take out the lines that I don't want. Just like that. Now I'm going to go Control 7 and exit my sketch, and I'm going to make this rectangle 4 inches high. So this is going to be a feature. Let me bring it down somewhat. This will be a feature. It's going to be an extruded boss base. and I'm going to go to a height of 4. Green check, and there's my piece that I wanted to put on top of the base. Now I will be adding an arched top on this in just a minute, but this was to get me from the base to the center of that circle that you see in the plan. Okay, now in this position I'm going to go to sketch, sketch, and this time I'm going to select this surface to sketch on, and I'm going to go to center point arc. I'm going to go to the center, it lights up, come this way till the corner lights up. I'm going to draw my arc around just like that, and then I'm going to draw a line to connect these from here over to here, just to close my sketch. Now I'm going to exit my sketch, go to features, and this is going to be also an extruded boss base. I want it going the other direction, so I can click on this arrow right here, and then when I add my dimensions it should be right. So this will be 2, enter, and then I can green check, and I've got the arched top on my piece. The next step is I want to put a hole through this part, so I'm going to go to sketch, sketch, select this surface, go up here into my drawing tools, my sketch tools, and select circle. And I'm just going to draw a circle anywhere, and I'm going to do it on purpose, not where I want it to be. And then I'm going to go to Smart Dimension and put the correct diameter on it. And this is going to be a diameter of 3, so 3, enter. And the next thing I want to do is I want to position this correctly. Now this hole is concentric with this arc. It shares the same center. So here's how we can create relationships in SOLIDWORKS between parts. I'm going to go up here to Display, Delete Relations, click on Add Relation, and it's telling me to select the entities. And what I want to do is select the objects that I want to create a relationship between. So I'm going to click on this arc and this circle. And then it says, what type of relationship do you want? Well, I want it to be concentric, so I click on this. And you see what happened. It immediately put the circle where it belonged on the part. And then I green check and exit the sketch. And now I'm ready to cut a hole through the part. So I'm going to make this a feature, and this is going to be an extruded cut, and it's blind and it's 2, so that will reach all the way through, or I could go through all. Either way it's going to cut all the way through the part. So I'm just going to green check, and you can see the part with the hole cut through it. Now the only thing left is to add the fillets to each end of this part. And so what I'm going to do, now this is up in our features toolbar, and fillet is right here, and for future reference underneath fillet is chamfer, which is very similar but somewhat different. So I'm going to go to fillet, and my radius of my fillets are 1, so I'm going to type in 1, and I'm going to make sure that full preview is checked right here. And then all I have to do is go over to my drawing, and my hidden line will light up, and I can left click on that, and then my line over here lights up and I left click on that, and you can see how my fillets are going to appear. Now all I have to do is green check, and there are my fillets. Now before I go any further, I want to point out something. During the course of this drawing, I've had my tangent edges turned off. Now when you were doing this drawing, your tangent edges may have appeared. Let me show you how to take care of that. Up here in the top under Options, we go to System Options, and we go to display selection, and when we click on that, right across from it, it says part or assembly tangent edge display, and they can be visible or visible as phantom lines or removed. And I've had mine removed while I've been doing this video. If you have them visible, then here's what your drawing is going to look like. You see the lines right here. Now that's the tangent edge where the arced piece meets the straight surface that you have, and where the straight surface meets your fillet. So again, to take out those tangent edges in a part file, you go to Options, System Options, Display Selection, and then click on Removed, and that'll take them out. Now this completes all of the parts of the drawing. The only thing left to do is to, first of all, change the style. We want it to print out lines and hidden lines. We also want to close this and zoom to fit so it will be in the center of the page. And then we're going to go up to Insert, and then go to Annotations and Note. And we're going to put name, section, and file number over here. Just like we did in the other two drawings. And we're going to title this one Clock. Just like that. Then again, left click, escape, and now you're ready to print this drawing.